specific skill or knowledge would be that I'm more open-minded, just in general, but then more specifically in the aspect of communication, if I'm communicating with a non-native English speaker, after learning French and trying to communicate and with my experiences abroad, I have felt like a fish out of water at times, so I know how to relate with them, and I don't know, it just helps me to relate with other people that aren't necessarily from my home country.
Through a couple internships, I found that my French helped me in a way that helped me to problem solve, helped me to think on my feet and be flexible. So even if it was a situation that didn't require my language skills, so speaking French, I was able to think on my feet and be comfortable being uncomfortable. So I was able to suffer through an awkward situation or a problem that I couldn't deal with because I had that experience with French. This one I'm still currently reading. I keep picking it up and I get sidetracked, and it's kind of hard during the school year, but I got it for $2 at a secondhand bookstore, and I feel really important reading it on campus. I feel like people look at me like, oh, what's she reading? It's in French.
I first got lost in Paris when I was 17, and from that point on, I knew that was kind of a first-hand experience of how important communication was, because the only way we got out of being lost was talking to the French police and finding our way back to where we were. Also, just kind of opens up seeing how similar people are across the world, and being with a lot of French people my age, I realized how much we have in common, even though we were raised differently and they might have different values and perspectives. We're all citizens of the same world, and I think that especially for America now, that's more important than ever to have that perspective.
Actually, after graduation, I'm returning to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, which is where I'm from, and I'm working at Rockwell Collins, which is an aerospace and defense company, and I do corporate communications for them. They said, can you speak to an engineering employee base? And I said, well, I speak French, so I kind of know how to translate a little bit, and I feel like it's the same. I mean, you're taking one thing, you know what you want to say in one language or in one jargon, and you have to just find a way that reaches a broader audience.
In the short term, this summer after graduation, I will be sitting for my CPA exams, studying all summer long for those, and then I'll be in an accounting role starting this fall. But long term, I would really like my career to take me to Europe, and I would love to live abroad for at least 5 years. I just really aspire to move to Europe.
Well, I want to get a job. Employment's really big. I think lofty aspirational goals. I want to work in either the advertising agency world or work in publications. In publications, it's really important to have great communication skills for all of those. And I think eventually I would like to work for either a French agency or even work on the French side of a publication company. So French Vogue, or even the French version of some of the major American magazines, I think are really ultimate dream careers, whether or not they're going to happen. But I think I would love to at least have exposure working with French accounts, or being able to travel in France and kind of get more exposure there. So.